All of us have seen someone who is depressed. How do you know if someone is depressed? If someone is complaining of having the blues, then they may in fact be depressed. If the person is able to focus on the task at hand with little thought of their mood changes, then chances are they are not depressed. In most cases, you can tell by the person's demeanor. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. Democritus, the father of Euthymia, or known as the happy philosophy, stated Euthymia as a basis of human life goals. Before we go deep down the philosophical hole, we must understand what does Euthymia really mean. Euthymia is a state of living without mood disturbances. It is a state of mental health that is achieved when people are able to live without the need for mood-altering substances such as caffeine, alcohol, cocaine, LSD, nicotine, and even cannabis. This is a state that is achieved when people are able to overcome depression, anxiety, and other mood disorders. The word euthymia is derived from the Greek words eu, meaning well, and thymos, meaning soul. Interestingly, its verb, euthymio, means I am happy, in good spirits, and I make other people happy, I reassure and encourage. When someone is in euthymia, they are living without mood disturbances, which means they are able to live a more fulfilled life. They are able to focus on the things that are important to them and not be pulled away by the negative emotions that can come with depression, anxiety, or other mental health conditions. Euthymia is a state of mental health that is achieved through mental and physical exercise, listening to uplifting music, and a healthy diet. It's a natural state of mind that anyone can achieve. Once you have a better understanding of your emotions, you might be able to live without mood disturbances. You are one step closer to living a life of euthymia. Despite having such a great mouth-watering concept, it also comes with a risk. Euthymia is the state of living without mood disturbances. It is a state of equilibrium, in which nothing can disturb the person. This could be due to the person's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. For example, if a person is not able to experience negative emotions, they will not learn how to cope with them. This is especially important during physical or emotional trauma. In general, the risks associated with euthymia are mainly associated with the lack of pain or discomfort that comes with the condition. The biggest risk of euthymia is that it can cause the individual to miss opportunities to learn and grow. Another risk is that the person may be prone to developing certain mental and physical illnesses that they weren't aware they had before they became euthymic. Our curiosity acts as a coping mechanism to deal with our fear of the unknown. We persist and discover data about things we don't know enough about or that we are afraid of. Our learning, in many ways, minimizes our chance of failure when dealing with the unknown. This fear could be specific or generic, and either way, our curiosity and the knowledge we gain from it helps us stay less afraid. Some people think euthymia is impossible to achieve, but it's actually quite simple. To achieve euthymia, you first need to identify the triggers of your mood fluctuations. That could be anything, including what you ate, what time you went to bed, or what time you woke up. Once you have identified these triggers, you need to find a way to avoid them. For example, if you find that you are having trouble sleeping at night, you should consider getting a night light to help you sleep better. You can also get blackout curtains to help you sleep better at night. These are just a few ways to help you achieve euthymia. Imagine yourself as an FBI officer who wants to catch a fugitive. How do you persuade them? How do you talk to them? Let alone talking. How do you even get them to meet you? That brings us to social engineering. Social engineers use a number of techniques to manipulate their targets, but they all rely on using human weaknesses. Our emotions. Now, place yourself as a social engineer who wants to manipulate your own emotions. Social engineers understand that people care most about themselves. By suspending their ego and engaging the target in conversations about themselves, they will give the target a sense of self-importance and, consequently, a desire to spend more time with the infiltrator. In other words, you can value and suspend your own ego. If you have a problem, evaluate it and solve it, but never blame yourself for it. Place yourself as a police officer trying to solve a crime that you didn't do. You can use this technique with all your feelings. Evaluate and solve it. Something abstract, such as your feelings, can be concreted as long as you think how to concrete them. There are many benefits of euthymia, but the most important is that it can help you be more productive and happier in your day-to-day life. But how does it help you? For starters, it helps you to be able to be more focused and see the bigger picture. You would be able to see the forest and not just the trees, the sea and not just the water, and more importantly, the solution and not just the problem. It also helps to be able to see the people in your life for who they are and not for their mood. It helps you to see when you are being mistreated and be able to take action. It also helps you to be more forgiving and not to take things so personally. Reading this as I am writing, it reminds me of a quote, "Don't judge a book by its cover." You thought it was a bad book to read until you actually read it. The same goes for your problems, emotions, and hard times. You think escaping from it was always the go-to thing, but it keeps coming back. Until you sat down to analyze, evaluate, and solve the problem. If you don't learn the first time, the universe will make you learn it again. Some people who have achieved their own euthymia are scientists, artists, and even politicians. Many people have been able to achieve their own euthymia through the help of others. For example, they might go on a diet or start exercising. Others might find that they need to take medication, such as antidepressants. It's important to remember that there is no one-size-fits-all answer. One of the simplest ways is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a state of active and open-minded attention on the present moment without judgment. It can be a difficult task at first, but it is worth it. As you practice mindfulness, you will notice how your thoughts and emotions can go from good to bad without you even realizing it. In order to help with mindfulness, you can use a tool like a journal. In your journal, you should include things such as how you feel, what you are thinking, and how you are feeling. You should also include positive affirmations, as well as 5-minute journaling and mindfulness exercises. With an understanding of what euthymia is and how it can help you, you can start to work towards your own personal goal. Thank you for watching. I am always excited when one of my videos is able to provide useful information on a topic like this. Your support helps me produce more amazing content. What topic should I do next? I'd love to discuss it, so leave a comment down